This superpower spreadsheet works just like an app and is 1,000 times better than Google Sheets. So let me show you how I took my simple reading log and turned it into a fully breathing dashboard. So with that being said, let's jump into it. Okay, so what I have here is my current reading log with two books that I've read in the past, Holes and Hatchet. As you can see, the information here is page numbers, date finish, rating, summary, and book cover, but my authors are missing. What I like to do is I like to use the built-in AI assistant here to gather that information for me. So what I'm going to do is say fill in the authors for these books found in the title column. So what it's going to do, it's going to think and it's going to gather that information. It's actually just going to drop it into my table. So this is a really, really cool feature because unlike, ChatGPT, where I love it, but it's just a separate program I have to use, everything is just built in. So as you can see, it's very quick, it's very responsive, and it went ahead and updated my authors for me. So this is perfect clean data, and what we're going to do is we're going to take the data here and we're going to build it into our automations, interfaces, and forms as well. So again, this is just kind of where you store all of your ingredients and you're going to build your automations based on that. So what we're going to do is we're going to add a automation that essentially takes any books that are rated 5 stars or more, really just 5 stars is what we have, and it's going to send us an email saying that that's been added to our favorite list. So trigger. When record matches condition. Let's go in here. Let's select table 1 is what we're working with. The condition is the rating. We're going to go here and give it 5 stars, and then we're going to choose a record. Let's go ahead and use that one. And again, that's just the trigger. That's just what's going to set off the automation. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to have an action here. It's going to send us an email. So the name here is going to go to me. The subject is going to say new favorite book. Okay, and my message is going to be, hi, Tina, your new favorite book. Let's bold it, and let's go ahead and use the value of the book name. Has been rated 5 stars. Okay. And let's go ahead and add an attachment in there as well. And let's go ahead and generate a preview. So what it's going to do is going to show me what this email is going to look like once it's sent. So it says to me, my subject is new favorite book. Again, the attachment is going to be the book cover. And this is the message. It says, hi, Tina, your new favorite book, Holes, has been rated 5 stars. So that looks good to me. So again, that automation is built specifically on that raw data that we inputted. So you can categorize this, you can add so much more logic and build these workflows to be really in depth. But just for this simple project, we're going to leave it at that. The next thing in here is interfaces. So interfaces are just a really advanced or cool way of saying reporting dashboards, even if that's not cool. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at these interfaces and build one ourselves. So let's go in here and then create a reporting dashboard to keep it simple, right? Of books I've read. So I'm going to go in here, and as you can see, there's a ton of different layouts, but for this one, let's go with something fairly simple, the record view. And we're going to go ahead and hit next. We're going to hit next here again. Let's add the rating and summary to this as well. And let's also call this one Books I've Read. I'm going to go ahead and finish it. And perfect. So this is what it looks like. So again, it's taking that same data and then just building it into a dashboard that's a lot more easy on the eyes to review. So I can go in here and I can select, almost if I was a librarian, what's in stock and what's not in stock, So the last feature I want to show you is forms. So imagine now we have logged all of our data and we want to essentially have a form. So anytime we finish a book, we fill out that form and then all of it gets put back into our original table. So that is built simply through the form section. So let's go ahead and build one and call it new book completed. So we're going to go ahead and create this form, and the questions that populate are the ones that we originally created in the data field. So here we go, title, author, pages, date, finish. So all of this stuff looks good. Let's go ahead and publish it and we'll see it actually in action. So this works just like any simple form, nothing crazy. I'm just going to go ahead and put some dummy data in here. So let's say the book we just finished is called Island of the Dolphins. Author unknown, pages unknown, date finished yesterday, and let's give that a 5-star rating. Let's leave the summary blank and let's leave the book cover for now. So we're going to go ahead and submit that data, and we're going to go ahead and view it in all of our different sections. So first things first, it populated into our data field here. So here we go, Island of the Dolphins. Again, this information was missing, but if we wanted to populate it, we can always use that AI assistant over here just like we previously did, and that information will be generated and dumped here. If we look at automations, again, this was going to be triggered when we gave it a 5-star rating, so that's going to trigger shortly. Interfaces here, as you see, we have our log here of the newest book that we've added to our collection. And again, there's different interfaces that you can create as well. You can give them different looks, you can give them different views, you can do a dashboard, you can do a timeline, a calendar. All that information can be essentially switched out. And then, of course, we submitted it through our form. So with that being said, I hope this really helped give you some insight on how you can make the move from Google Sheets or Excel over to Airtable. It's a fantastic program. I believe it's the future, and I'm sure that in time, Excel and Google will adopt something similar to this. But with that being said, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.